After the age of 60, many people begin to notice something subtle but frustrating. They feel more tired than they used to, even on ordinary days, not after heavy work, not after a long trip, just regular daily activities. Simple things like walking around the house, doing light chores, or even getting ready in the morning can sometimes feel a little more exhausting than before. And what confuses many people is this: they may still be sleeping enough, eating normally, and living the same routine they've followed for years. So naturally, a question begins to appear in the back of their mind. Why do I feel more tired than I used to? If you're over 60 and sometimes notice that your energy feels lower than it did a decade ago, you're not imagining it. In fact, many people experience this exact change. But here's the interesting part. This shift in energy usually isn't caused by just one thing. Instead, several small changes inside the body may slowly work together over time, quietly influencing how energetic we feel from day to day. And once you understand these changes, the reason behind this tiredness can start to make much more sense. As we move past the age of 60, many people begin to notice small changes in their energy. They may feel a little more tired during the day, or they may find that simple activities require a bit more effort than before. This experience is actually very common. In fact, millions of people over 60 notice similar changes in how their bodies feel from day to day. But feeling less energetic does not automatically mean that something is wrong. Very often, it simply reflects the natural changes that happen inside the body as we grow older. Our bodies are made up of many different systems that work together to produce energy. Our cells create energy. Our hormones help regulate how that energy is used. Our muscles help the body move efficiently, and our sleep allows the body to recover and restore itself. Over time, each of these systems may shift slightly. These changes usually happen very slowly. Often they are so gradual that we barely notice them at first. But when several small changes happen together, their combined effect can influence how energetic we feel throughout the day. This is why energy levels after 60 can feel different compared to earlier stages of life. Understanding these changes helps us see that the body is not failing. Instead, it is simply adapting to a new rhythm. And several natural changes inside the body may influence how energetic we feel each day. One of the biggest reasons energy can change after the age of 60 comes from something incredibly small inside your body, something inside your cells. These tiny structures are called mitochondria. You can think of mitochondria as tiny power plants inside your cells. Every cell in the body contains them, and their job is very important. Mitochondria help turn the food we eat and the oxygen we breathe into usable energy. That energy powers almost everything your body does each day. It helps your muscles move. It supports brain activity. And it allows your organs to keep working smoothly. For most of our lives, this system runs quietly in the background. Day after day, your cells keep producing the energy your body needs to stay active. In fact, this process continues throughout your entire life. But as the body ages, scientists have observed that this system can gradually become less efficient. The mitochondria are still there. They are still doing their job. But they may not produce energy as efficiently as they once did. A helpful way to imagine this is to think about a power plant that has been running for many decades. It still produces electricity, but it may not run quite as smoothly as it did when it was brand new. something similar can happen inside our cells. When mitochondria produce energy a little more slowly, the body may begin to feel the difference. Simple activities may require slightly more effort. Physical tasks may feel a bit more tiring, and recovery after activity may take a little longer than it once did. These changes usually happen gradually over many years, which is why many people only notice them later in life. Have you ever noticed that everyday activities sometimes feel more tiring than they used to? But mitochondria are not the only factor that can influence how energetic we feel as we grow older. Another important piece of the puzzle involves hormones. Hormones are chemical messengers that travel through the bloodstream. They help different parts of the body communicate with each other. These messengers help regulate many important processes in the body. They influence metabolism. They help control how the body uses and stores energy. They also play a role in muscle maintenance, sleep patterns, and even mood. Throughout adulthood, hormone levels naturally shift. This is a normal part of the aging process. Both men and women experience gradual hormonal changes over time. These changes do not happen suddenly. Instead, they occur slowly across many years. As hormone levels adjust, the body may begin to regulate energy in slightly different ways. For example, certain hormones help control how efficiently the body converts food into energy. Others help manage how energy is distributed throughout the body during the day. When these hormone levels shift with age, the body may simply respond a little differently than it once did. Energy may feel less steady. Some people notice that their stamina changes. Others find that they need a bit more rest between activities. Importantly, these hormonal changes are very common. They are part of the body's natural adaptation over time. In many cases, they happen so gradually that people may not even realize what is causing the shift in their energy. But when these hormonal adjustments combine with other natural changes in the body, the overall effect can influence how energetic we feel from day to day. And this is why energy levels after 60 often feel different compared to earlier stages of life. Another important factor that can influence energy levels after the age of 60 is muscle. Most people think of muscles mainly in terms of strength or physical movement, but muscle tissue actually plays a much bigger role inside the body. Muscles are closely connected to how efficiently the body uses energy. When we move, our muscles help convert stored energy into physical activity. They also support metabolism, which is the process the body uses to turn food into usable fuel. In many ways, healthy muscle tissue helps the body use energy more effectively. But as people grow older, it is natural for muscle mass to gradually decline. This process is sometimes called age-related muscle loss. It can begin slowly around midlife and continue gradually over the years. The change is usually very gradual. Many people do not notice it happening at first. However, even small reductions in muscle mass can influence how the body manages energy. With less muscle tissue, the body may need to work a little harder to perform everyday movements. Simple activities such as walking, climbing stairs, or carrying groceries may require slightly more effort than they once did. This does not mean that the body is becoming weak. It simply means that the system supporting movement and energy use has changed over time. Muscle tissue doesn't just support movement. It also supports how efficiently the body uses energy. And when muscle mass gradually decreases with age, the body may not use energy quite as efficiently as it once did. This is one reason why daily activities can sometimes feel more tiring later in life. The good news is that the body remains remarkably adaptable. Even gentle movement and light strength activities can help support muscle health over time, and maintaining muscle can play an important role in helping the body manage energy more efficiently as we age. But there is another factor that many people often overlook when thinking about energy: sleep. Most people understand that sleep is important, but what many do not realize is that sleep patterns can naturally change as we grow older. After the age of 60, the body's sleep cycle may begin to shift in subtle ways. Some people find that they wake up earlier in the morning. Others notice that they wake up more often during the night. And sometimes, even when someone spends enough hours in bed, they may still wake up feeling less refreshed than they used to. One reason for this is that deep sleep can gradually decrease with age. Deep sleep is the stage when the body performs some of its most important recovery work. During deep sleep, the body repairs tissues, the brain processes memories, and many systems in the body reset and prepare for the next day. When deep sleep becomes lighter or shorter, the body may not fully recharge in the same way it once did. As a result, energy during the day can feel a little lower. Even small changes in sleep quality can influence how energetic we feel. For example, waking up several times during the night may interrupt the body's natural recovery process. Over time, this can make everyday activities feel slightly more tiring. The important thing to remember is that these changes are very common. They are simply part of how the body's rhythms evolve over time. Understanding the connection between sleep and energy can help explain why daily energy levels sometimes feel different after the age of 60. Understanding these natural changes in the body is helpful. But an even more important question is this: is there anything people can do to support healthy energy levels as they grow older? The encouraging news is that small daily habits can make a meaningful difference. They may not stop aging, but they can help support how the body manages energy. One helpful habit is gentle daily movement. Simple activities such as walking, stretching, or light household tasks can help keep the body active. Regular movement helps circulation. It supports muscle activity, and it encourages the body's natural energy systems to stay engaged. Even short walks during the day may help many people feel more refreshed and alert. Another helpful habit is light strength activity. This does not mean heavy weightlifting. Even simple exercises using resistance bands or light bodyweight movements can support muscle health. Maintaining muscle tissue may help the body use energy more efficiently, and research suggests that regular strength activity can support balance, stability, and overall mobility. Morning sunlight can also play an important role in daily energy. Natural light helps regulate the body's internal clock, often called the circadian rhythm. When the body receives sunlight early in the day, it helps signal when to be awake and alert. Later in the evening, this rhythm helps the body prepare for sleep. Spending a little time outdoors in the morning may help support more stable energy throughout the day. Another simple habit is maintaining a consistent sleep schedule. Going to bed and waking up at roughly the same time each day can help the body maintain a steady rhythm. Over time, consistent sleep patterns may support better sleep quality and improved daytime energy. None of these habits are about dramatic changes. Instead, they are small, supportive actions that work with the body's natural rhythms. Research suggests that when these habits are practiced regularly, they may help support healthier energy levels as we age. These habits may not reverse aging, but they can support the body in staying active, resilient, and energized throughout later life. When energy levels change later in life, it can sometimes feel worrying. Some people may wonder if their body is becoming weaker or if something is going wrong. But in many cases, these changes simply reflect the body adapting to a different rhythm. The human body is remarkably resilient. Even as it changes with time, it continues to adjust and find new ways to function. Energy after 60 may feel different than it did at 40. But different does not mean broken. It simply means the body is moving through a new stage of life. And with supportive habits, many people continue to stay active, engaged, and full of life for many years. Now I'm curious about your experience. Do you feel that your energy levels today are different compared to 10 years ago? Some people notice big changes. Others feel almost the same. Everyone's experience is a little different. Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments below. Your story might help others realize they are not alone. And if you enjoy learning about the natural changes that happen in the body after 60, consider subscribing to the channel. Here, we explore simple insights about health, aging, and ways to support well-being in later life. Thank you for spending a few minutes here today.